Hello MotoGP fans, welcome back to ZNGP Today. Marc Marquez's transition to the Ducati factory team is in full swing, and after 3 preseason tests, the 8-time world champion has already formed a strong relationship with his new crew chief, Marco Rigamonti. Following the Buriram test, Marquez confirmed that Rigamonti has quickly understood his needs on the bike, a key factor in his impressive preseason form. Aprilia's preseason preparations have been a mix of progress and challenges, with injuries affecting their rider lineup. CEO Massimo Rivola remains optimistic, highlighting Marco Bezzecchi's strong role in development and Ai Ogura's surprise pace. With Jorge Martín recovering, Rivola warns that the world champion will face fierce competition within the team. Honda's 2025 MotoGP project has shown clear progress in winter testing, with Johann Zarco taking a unique approach to development. The LCR Honda rider told engineers he didn't want to know too much about what he was testing, to avoid overcomplicating things. With Honda's performance improving, Zarco is optimistic but knows there's still work to do on race pace. Miguel Oliveira's transition to Yamaha hasn't been easy, with the Pramac Racing rider struggling on the brakes during preseason testing. While Jack Miller has adapted more quickly, Oliveira admits he's yet to fully unlock the M1's braking potential. With the 2025 season opener approaching, the Portuguese rider remains focused on improvement. Don't forget to click subscribe button and the bell icon for MotoGP news update. Entering the 2025 season, Marquez is working with his third crew chief in 3 years, a stark contrast to his decade-long partnership with Santi Hernandez at Honda. After teaming up with Frankie Carcati at Gresini, he now pairs with Marco Rigamonti in the factory Ducati squad. Rigamonti brings extensive experience from working with Enea Bastianini, Andrea Iannone, and Johann Zarco. Despite their limited time together, Marquez is already pleased with their progress. The relationship has become very good in only 3 tests. This was the first time we started to work on small details and setup. Quote from Marquez. This early connection is crucial, as adapting to a new technical team can often take half a season. One of Rigamonti's standout traits, according to Marquez, is his meticulous approach to bike setup. The Italian engineer has been studying Marquez's 2024 data, allowing for effective adjustments right from the start. Marquez also highlighted Rigamonti's organization, praising his clear and structured approach to testing. He studied very well this winter my data from last year. He understands what I need on the bike every time. And all the changes we did were an improvement. With Marco Rigamonti, I like a lot because he was super precise and very organized for what we have and what we need to try. With Marquez showing rapid adaptation to the GP25, this partnership could prove to be a major strength for Ducati in the upcoming season. Marquez wrapped up preseason testing by topping the timesheets in Thailand. However, the biggest takeaway wasn't just his raw speed. His race simulation was equally impressive, reinforcing expectations that he'll be a title contender from the first round. Meanwhile, Ducati confirmed that for 2025, they will stick with their 2024 engine after failing to get the new power unit to work as expected under braking. The team will also start the season with the 2024 aero and chassis, with plans to introduce the 2025 package later in Jerez, April. With the first race of 2025 set for February 28 to March 2 at Buriram, all eyes will be on Marquez's factory Ducati debut. His impressive adaptation to both the GP25 and his new crew chief suggests he could be a serious threat from the opening round. With a solid working relationship already in place, could Marquez and Rigamonti be the combination Ducati needs to secure yet another MotoGP crown? Marc Marquez is wasting no time in his new Ducati chapter, already building a strong bond with crew chief Marco Rigamonti. After topping the Buriram test, he now heads into the 2025 season opener with serious momentum. Can he challenge Pecco Bagnaia from the start? The answer comes in just 2 weeks at the Thai Grand Prix. Aprilia concluded pre-season testing in Buriram, Thailand, facing setbacks due to Raul Fernandez's struggles and Jorge Martín's absence. However, Rivola is satisfied with the team's progress. One unexpected highlight has been rookie Ai Ogura, who showed impressive speed at Trackhouse Racing. "We can be satisfied, even though we are a little handicapped by the difficulties of Raul Fernandez and the absence of Jorge Martín. The speed of Ai Ogura has been a pleasant surprise. We hope that Martín is ready for the first race." Quote from Rivola. Despite Martín's limited track time, Rivola is confident in Aprilia's development heading into the season. With Martín unavailable, Aprilia's development duties have shifted to Marco Bezzecchi and test rider Lorenzo Salvadori. Rivola praised Bezzecchi's precision and work ethic. And with Bezzecchi in strong form, Martín won't have an easy return. "Marco has always been very precise in his comments. We are really enjoying working with him. When Martín comes back, he will have to roll up his sleeves because he will have a really tough teammate." Aprilia is banking on Bezzecchi's input to ensure that their 2025 bike is a step forward from last year. Rivola is pleased with Aprilia's technical progress, particularly the engine improvements. However, Ducati remains the benchmark, and Rivola believes they haven't shown their full potential yet. "The 2025 bike is clearly better than last year's version. We are very happy, especially with the engine. In my opinion, Ducati has not yet fully revealed itself. In any case, we at Aprilia think we are where we expected to be." With one final month of preparation, Aprilia is ready to challenge at the front. But will it be enough to fight Ducati and KTM? With the 2025 MotoGP season kicking off on February 28 to March 2 in Buriram, the big question remains, will Jorge Martín be fit in time? And if so, can he immediately match Bezzecchi's form? Aprilia's preseason progress is clear, but how strong will they be when the Real racing begins? Aprilia heads into 2025 with momentum and optimism, but Jorge Martín's delayed start could shake up the team dynamics. Bezzecchi has impressed, and Rivola's message is clear: Martín will need to fight hard to establish himself as Aprilia's #1 rider. The wait for answers ends in 2 weeks at the Thai Grand Prix. After a disastrous 2024 season, Honda has taken steps forward with its updated RC213V, impressing during preseason tests at Sepang and Buriram. 2 Honda riders finished inside the top 8 at Sepang, while Joan Mir was 6th overall in Thailand. Even in race simulations, Honda appeared stronger than before, a positive sign heading into the 2025 campaign. "We were trying many things, so it was well organized. I let the engineers handle the technical side, and I focused on my riding and giving clear feedback." Quote from Zarco. By avoiding too much technical detail, Zarco ensured he stayed focused on his performance rather than getting lost in adjustments. One key area where Honda has improved is time attack performance, giving Zarco a better shot at direct Q2 qualification. But while one-lap pace has improved, Zarco admits that race pace remains a challenge. "With the small things we tried, we got a better bike to perform in time attack and improve the lap time. That's already a step. On race pace, we may still struggle. I'll have to manage it carefully during race weekends." Still, Zarco sees clear opportunities to perform better than last season. Honda tested all planned upgrades during winter testing, giving engineers valuable data to refine the bike. "I'm happy that everything Honda planned in December and January was tested. Now, the image is clear, and they can work on the next evolution." While there was no breakthrough moment, Honda's systematic approach has ensured steady progress. Honda's best race in 2024 came at Buriram, where Zarco finished 8th in wet conditions. With a more competitive package, he believes he can improve on that result at the 2025 Thai GP season opener. Qualifying will be crucial for better race results. "I now have better control of the bike, and I think I can perform when necessary. I see better opportunities to go straight to Q2, which will also help improve the race result," concluded. Honda heads into 2025 stronger, but questions remain about race pace. With Zarco optimistic and Mir showing solid form, can Honda finally fight consistently in the top 10? The first real test comes at Buriram on February 28 to March 2. What do you think? Can Honda return to winning ways this season? After switching from Aprilia to Yamaha, Miguel Oliveira is facing one key challenge: getting the maximum performance under braking. "I'm struggling mostly on the braking point. I'm not able to really get the maximum out of the bike." Quote from Oliveira. Unlike KTM or Aprilia, where braking is handled differently, Yamaha's M1 requires a unique technique, one that Oliveira is still adjusting to. Yamaha's lack of rear traction means braking is crucial to lap time. Oliveira knows he must attack more on the brakes to be competitive. That extra load on the front tire makes braking even trickier, especially on tracks like Buriram, where braking zones are extreme. You basically have to make the lap time by attacking a lot on the brakes because on the exit, we don't gain much due to the lack of traction. This is the most extreme track for braking, so it's not ideal, but I feel I took a good step forward." Quote from Oliveira. Factory Yamaha rider Fabio Quartararo struggled in Buriram due to a lack of front-end grip. However, Oliveira insists his braking issues are not tire-related. "I don't feel a limitation from the tire or the front end of the bike. It's just the way you need to brake where I'm struggling the most." Despite his difficulties, Oliveira believes the right approach will come with more track time. Oliveira ended the Buriram test in 19th, just 6/10 behind teammate Jack Miller, who finished 10th. He remains optimistic about improving once racing begins. "I only did one-time attack at the end, so there's a bit more in me. We'll leave it for the GP, and I'd say we are as ready as we can be." With one final chance to fine-tune his Yamaha adaptation at Buriram's season opener, Oliveira is determined to step up. Miguel Oliveira's Yamaha adaptation continues, with braking technique the biggest challenge. Will he overcome his struggles in time for the Thai GP? We'll find out when the lights go out on March 2. Do you think Oliveira can break into the top 10 in his first Yamaha race? Thanks for watching ZNGP Today, and this is your MotoGP news update. See you next time.